read the tempo of the homeboys because of game one?
I would say yes. Yes, they were way too overconfident with a lot of these kills, but I mean, rightly so, because Vincent got a very, very good early start. He's starting to snowball. He wants to go for all these kills, but it's just Beloyski was putting himself out there. I think it was just a misconnect from the team when Beloyski getting killed, getting zoned out or singled out is where Vincent is a little bit too far, waited a little bit too long for him to come in.
Yeah, and also I wanted to point out that earlier on Beloyski, a little bit off position again, but at the same time, Vincent, this guy have been carrying the team. 2 games in a row, he has been pretty consistent by himself, going onto the back line, and by him getting the Roger again. At the back of my mind, I'm wondering, they should have give the Roger a respect ban.
I don't know. Maybe this is the Canary. He's like, I'm tired of losing my lane. It's time to dominate this time with the big guns in wolf form. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it could still be very, very well flex, but I'm very, very... Oh, it's Unio in the Zosk now instead of a boy. So that's going to be very, very new here.
I bet he's so sick of it, though.
Yeah. I guess he's sick of it. He's just going to be like, okay, I'm not going to give it to you anymore. Let's see how you deal with my Zosk. And it kind of works out very well for him. He's known as a artillery mage picker or pilot. So a lot of nice long-range artillery. Zosk is no different. He's got a lot of nightmaric spawns he can set up all over the map. So zone control is definitely the name of the game. But that being said, though, very, very similar picks from Homeboys. Picking up the Moskov yet again, the Alpha again. So it looks like they don't want to change a lot from the jungle in the gold lane.
Yeah, I'm looking at the potential, maybe a Novaria to try to match up with the Zaz, since the Novaria can keep a distance away. And also can pretty much clear up the lanes pretty fast for him to make that rotation that he needs. So I think that will be a pretty decent pick.
I mean, there's also the interaction of spawning the Nightmaric spawn in front of the projectile so that it actually takes the hit initially, right? So there is counterplay for both sides. So now that we look at the first phase already completed, we got the Tigreal, we got the Ruby as well as the Roger. I think that GEEK fam, they're probably not going to divert too far away from their drafting plans. Prior to this, they're going to get rid of the Turisla. I wouldn't be too surprised if they also banned out the Minotaur as well.
I do like the Tigreal pick again, though. I mean, the Tigreal, it's not about the Tigreal per se, but because of the pilot. How he can smartly navigate through the back line, and Tigreal is naturally even more tankier than the Edith, so he's able to do that. So I'll be wary for the Tigreal's push and implosion combo.
Yeah, they're just going to throw that out of the way because they're going to ban out the Barats. But I don't think the Barats was a huge problem for a GEEK fam, though. They have a lot of crowd control in this game. So I think they kind of want to go for a backline artillery, backline heavy damage dealer in terms of that gold side. They could very well play the Roger in the gold lane, but then again, you need someone with a little bit more fast rotation. GEEK fam thrives on this tempo, and I think they really want to build that up. So last ban over the side of Homeboys. You got the gold lane open. You could ban out the carry. This would open up a lot of opportunities for setups for you. Valentina would be a very good ban as well.
It looks like they're targeting down on the mid lane this time around, and I think that it's a decent idea, but the fact that they're banning Valentina does kind of give us a sense of, hey, we want to go for the Minotaur. We want to have these big ultimates to play with during our team fights.
Yeah. Or even the Faramis. We could... No, Faramis couldn't happen. Unless, Mao takes the Faramis into the roam. We've seen that a couple times before, but it was a very, very long time before. The Lloyd will get picked up. Oh, man, the Wombo combo. Unga Bunga from GEEK fam. I'm loving this so much. I mean, yin reactions all the way.
Yeah, if you kind of think about it, there's so much mobility for the side of GEEK fam. Okay, you have the Loyi, and then mobility in terms of able to just walk into someone's house. You have the Ruby, you can do that. You have the... Oh, okay. You're going to see even the Grok.
Yeah.
You're going to see a lot of new heroes here.
Okay, so I think Grok EXP makes sense, and then Carmilla roam, because then you have a lot more... No, but oh man, wait a second.
Yep.
Carmilla EXP or Grok EXP?
I'm feeling like it's going to be more of a Grok EXP. It could be a Carmilla EXP for all we know. It's tough to say, but let's let GEEK fam kind of predetermine their last pick. Because generally we know that Homeboys, they're going to team fight, and if that Cursed Blood attaches at least, I would say, more than 2 people. It's got to get more value than 2. Anything above 2 is definitely profit, cash money. But Geek Fam, they're also careful about this, right? The time.
Yeah, the time. Yeah, I was thinking about that as well, because then you just have to lay back and let your front line do everything. You just need to chunk down everything from the back. So that backline initiation would come in the form of Amal and maybe Mal going into a lot of these team fights. But Homeboys, they're very, very smart. They know that they're fighting against a team fight team. They're always going to stick together as 5. That's where Camilla being picked up was so smart. And that's the Malaysian flavor that I like. Just throwing some little spices here and there, getting a little bit more flavor, which is what we're lacking in Singapore. Looking really, really good.
Hey man, I don't know about you, but Geek Fam, they've got back shots of their own, right? Kadera's going to be sitting all the way in the back, hopefully, to make things happen. But summarize the compositions as we're going to make our way into the land of Dawn, boys. Take it away.
Well, I really love Geek Fam, the fact that they have the Tigra, the fact that they have the Roger. It gives them a lot of opportunity to invade into the jungle of Homeboys, and they did that really well in Game 1.
Yeah, diversion is going to be a huge factor for Geek Fam. They really like to play that macro game. It's really going to be interesting to see how that Loi is going to be played around. A boy is going to be piloting that as well. So again, 3rd game in a row, the Alpha and the Roger starting off in the jungle. Roger, as we know, or Vincent with the Roger is going to be a little bit more faster in that rotation. Definitely going to be singling out the EXP side, but it's going to be a little bit harder because right now it's going to be okay, Grok, Roam, Carmilla, EXP. I don't know how that's going to play out because Carmilla in the Roam might make a little bit more sense because you are able to just stun up. You're getting a lot of that nice little factors. But then again, that crowd control immunity that Grok brings to the table might be vital for Homeboys.
And you're also a little bit more tankier with the Grok, right? Especially at the early game. And that's what you want to have at the EXP. You want somebody who's able to sustain at that stage. But I guess the idea here is a little bit different. The fact that we saw Ye3 go straight onto the backline, clears off the minion wave quickly, just so that he does not need to deal with the 1v1 against Gobs.
Oh, Mal singling out Vincent. He's in a spot bottom. There's a 3-on-1. He's able to just jump out of there, but he's going to lose that lizard.
And Homeboys, they are learning from Game 1, it seems. They're taking the fight to Vincent, not allowing him to farm. But then again, it is the Roger that we're talking about. He can farm really fast. He moves around the map fast as well. So he should be able to recover from that. And that recovery could start here. The fact that he's going to get the gold crab, the experience crab, and maybe Ye3. But no, he's not interested in Ye3 yet.
No. It's very, very difficult to take down a Carmilla. I know myself because like she's got a lot of sustain, especially with the first skills. You got that bats to just heal you back up. And every single time you hit a target, it spins faster and faster and faster. The only thing is that I'm really just thinking of is the slow lane clearing that Carmilla provides in the EXP side. But it's a 3 men trying to collapse down onto the EXP. They're trying to get a boy up to level 4 as fast as they can. Try to get the diversion play so that they can set up a nice play with the diversion. So this is going to be interesting.
But look at this. Okay, Baloski is not level 4 yet, so he does not have the implosion though. So he's more of like a tank at this moment. But nice one by Gobs from the backline. And boy secures the first split this time. Mal now has the wild charge in hand. He might
nice
use it anytime soon, but here we go. Wild charge all the way to the backline. That is what Mal is looking for. That is the wild charge that he needs. And Gobs, nowhere to go. It is Udale using the Zaz and bringing it back to Geek Fam.
Oh man, what a play by Ye3. Finding a 3-man blood pact. Getting it into the wall charge. Everyone's stunned up. Knocked up. There's nothing that Geek Fam can do. But hold on a second. It's not over.
Oh, here we go. Ye3 last hit. Not able to get away from Vincent. Vincent now scoring his first kill in this round. Not as clean as before. He has 1 death though, but it's still early.
Yeah, Carmilla is going to be a huge winning factor for Homeboys. Landing down Curse of Blood is going to be so pivotal. Coming into a lot of these team fights that are going to be happening down these neutral objectives. Now, the top lane been pushing down the EXP side. Gob's going to take control of that one. But bottom side, though, down that babysitting, it does look like Homeboys a little bit more passive. They don't want to force the situation, waiting until all of them have their ultimates up, all of them have their crucial skills up, and waiting for a nice little team fight. So a lot more team fights now than pickoffs.
Yeah, he doesn't really need to babysit Kadera all the way. I mean, he has better value going around the map, trying to get into the jungle on the side of Homeboys and try to get an advantage.
Oh,
here. But
Gobs.
speaking of advantages, Gobs might be in trouble. I mean, we are talking about 3v1. Gomsky is tanky enough though, but okay, that's it. That's it. Amal will get the kill.
Yeah, it's a very, very delayed death coming from that top side, but it creates a lot of opportunity for them to try to equalize at least the gold turret down that top side. GEEK Fam looks like the rotations are a little bit stale, a little bit slow coming in, but they're trying their best to defend. But it's a little bit difficult because Homeboys, this is their first game in the entire series that they take control of the early game. And they do have that late game priority as well in the form of the Moskov and the Zosk. So GEEK Fam really has to try to find a way to control the mid side. Zosk has been free roaming as and when. We haven't seen a diversion play from a boy, so this is going to be really interesting.
Yeah, but we might see a play here by GEEK Fam though on top. But then again, it's not going to be that easy to take down Yetri, so he just needs to walk away. But that's not going to be an objective for GEEK Fam for now because all they need to do is to try to zone out the members of Homeboys since the turtle is going to come up.
Yeah, it's going to be a 4-on-4. You got Grok marching his way down on that turtle. Beloyski does have the flicker and the ultimate. Waiting for a right time opportunity.
Yep, turtle is pretty low right now. Cool will finally get it. It's going to be Vincent! Stealing the turtle away. And now Vincent needs to try to get away to safety. Last stick of help for Vincent. Udyr will try to go in for it, but it's going to be Mao with the wild charge onto the back line to make sure they get the second kill.
Oh, Zosk is so annoying. There's nothing that Vincent could do to run away. He goes in for the kill, gets blood pack down to Infinity and Yamba. Hold on.
Oh, wait a second. Backup is here, but they're not going to pursue any further. Their skills are probably still on cooldown, that's why.
The Homeboys very disciplined in this game. Game number 3, and Homeboys really finding their rhythm going into this one. And they're not taking all these kills. They don't want to overextend because they learned from the early game down in game 1 and 2. But now it's a lot more of the aggressiveness coming in from GEEK Fam. They need to try to push that situation.
Man, okay, here we go. Mal caught up, but then again, that's not the target that they want. Even though they can get the kill out of Mal, it's like, it's a low value target, so you don't want to go all in on the Mal.
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult to take any of them down. Oh, Beloyski trap over the wall.
Oh,
wall charge.
Onto Beloyski, but Beloyski again is not the target that they will want. But if they can get it right now with 4, 5 of them from Homeboys to make it a quick kill, they'll take it.
A smart move by Udyr, placing the Nightmaric spawn in between a boy Kadera and Beloyski, just keeping him at bay, getting the nice little pick off down the bottom side. So Homeboys really showing off this time around.
Yeah, Homeboys 8-2 right now. We're talking about almost a 3K goal lead. I mean, this is a very different Homeboys compared to game number 1. But then again, hold that thought for a second because at the bottom lane, Nets got away to safety. Kadera not so safe instead. Poche will go down. Oh, Yetri in trouble. But then again, Yetri last stick of health, not able to escape. Aima will get a mega kill. Udyr gets a kill on the Aboy as well.
Oh,
3
man.
from GEEK Fam down.
The Zosk is so annoying. 3 members down from GEEK Fam, and it just keeps getting bigger. 3K gold lead for the side of Homeboys. The third turtle of the game is getting spawned up. It does look like Homeboys will be in a better position to contest for this one. You just need to wait for the ultimates to come up. Beloyski is already there along with Gobs.
Beloyski and Gobs. Are they able to steal it away? Okay, Implosion comes in onto the backline, but they manage to only catch one. They could be counting here, gotta be extra careful, but the rest of GEEK Fam have a right though. And Beloyski will need to take out this damage for his team. He will be blocked by the barrier, not able to get away to safety, but then again, it's okay. His role is also to allow his teammates to run.
Where are you going? Where are you going? It's the question that Homeboys is constantly asking Beloyski. Not having a good time for 0-4-2 on this Tigreal. He's trying his best, his very best. I know that he wants to go for an implosion play, but the follow-up from GEEK Fam is just too slow. And Homeboys is slowly but surely just increasing that economy lead. Ah, man, 5K gold lead for Homeboys. Udyr is scaling up so much now that it's almost impossible for a boy and Kadera to come into the battle. The way that he uses his Nightmaric Spawn to zone the rest of the members out before they go is just so crucial for Homeboys' success in team fights.
Yeah, and the earlier Implosion only caught 1, so not the best of implosions. Maybe the right timing, maybe not. Man, it's kind of arguable there.
Oh, but this is interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so GEEK Fam, they know that, okay, let's not fight any of these team fights. Let's try to go for that split push, which is basically Homeboys just forgot about macro play. GEEK Fam is trying to go for that macro.
And with Homeboys getting control of the jungle at the bottom, this feels like a deja vu of game number 1 where GEEK Fam had the same sort of situation as before. So Homeboys having this kind of control, I mean, it does look good for them.
Yep. We've seen this time and time again. GEEK fam just constantly bashing down and chipping down on the side lanes. So Homeboys not really responding as of now. They want to try to force a lot of these team fights. Okay, going for the split macro. Kadera trying to use himself as bait.
Okay.
Boloisky goes in.
But not the target that they want though. A little bit of a... I'm sure GEEK fam must be kind of disappointed that it's Mud that showed up instead of anyone else.
Yeah, a little bit more impatient. I think if Boloisky was able to just wait just one more second for him to come back in, wasting his first skill and that standing by that wall, that passive, he was able to just push him in. But, man, just unfortunate because GEEK fam is everything down from that macro play to the T. And taking a little itemizations, that's War Axe and Thunderbolt yet again from Vincent. And now I do agree with his build because he's not ahead. He is suffering 1-3-1. He's not having a good time down these neutral objectives. It's very, very difficult for them to find a really nice setup coming in from onto Homeboys. And so he wants to go a little bit more defensive. But then again, how long can you wait? Because Homeboys are just slowly but surely scaling.
And they will secure the next Lord for sure. Unchallenged, but maybe GEEK fam might want to try to get something out of this. But Loisky returns back to safety, but straight up onto the back line is going to be Vincent with the shutdown. And looks like Nets will get gobs. Vincent gets yet 3. Double kill for Vincent. And Vincent again and again and again. This guy, he's just carrying GEEK fam.
It's just a really front to back. It doesn't get any scrappier than this. Homeboys and GEEK fam just have building a wall in front of them and just fighting alongside that wall. It does look like Ye3 made a very, very nice blood pact onto 4 members, but the follow-up, the damage just wasn't there. I don't know why, but GEEK fam was just sustaining their way all through everything. Even though Udo was able to just do that damage, get out safe, it just wasn't enough. Let's take a look at the damage real quick. It does look like a boy is still top of the charts, and that's where the damage from GEEK fam is coming from. You're just riding on a boy's diversion reactions, or yin-yang reactions, so to speak.
Okay, it's not over yet for GEEK fam though, but here we go. Ma with the ball charge onto Boloisky, but that's not the target that they want, but still Nets! Wow! Where did that come from? Nets still able to get the kill onto Boloisky, and now without Boloisky as their main forefront guy to make the initiation, no implosion. This is go time for Homeboys.
The SOD actually deals a lot of damage coming in from Nets, so slowly but surely the itemization's building up, and that's where I want to see. Radiant Armor already built up by Amon as we speak, but Kadera, that's a power spike, Holy Crystal. So in the midst of fights, GEEK fam will try to utilize Kadera a little bit more, and that's what I want to see in a lot of these scrappy little fights down these neutral objectives. Homeboys, they don't want to push the issue, they don't want to force it. All lanes are being paused up. GEEK fam needs to be able to walk themselves out of that base into an area that they're not comfortable with, but Homeboys, they like to see that.
Look at this. Boloisky trying to open up the space at the bottom just to gather information. If we look at the items though, at this point, Nets, he's pretty stacked up. He has his Trinity items as well, all done and complete. He's ready to engage anytime.
It's a very rich Udio though. He's got the Holy Crystal Glowing Wand and the Divine Rapier just to get a little bit more damage down onto a lot of these team fights. He has shown that he's second on the damage leaderboards, but it's just not enough for a lot of these fights because it's still single target if we play it onto that one. Homeboys needs to find a way to try to take out a boy. There's just basically that backline. Udio is going to be that main source of damage.
Looks like GEEK fam, they're trying to trap Homeboys, but Homeboys not biting it. I mean, the moment they saw that GEEK fam is nowhere on the map, even Homeboys, they kind of stop. Until now, they see Boloisky. Okay, Boloisky.
Oh, that's a solo conceal. I think he just wants to repo himself to get ready for that Lord. Now, this is going to be a very, very interesting one because the version is up and available for a boy. I think they want to start this Lord and try to get that push and pull away from Homeboys to find that opportunity to fight that back line. Because Nets, how he plays, his pattern is going on to that back. Diversion? Oh, doesn't want to commit.
Okay. No big moves yet with the diversion though. They're still waiting behind. But we're going to play front to back. So far, Gobs is the one, and together with Boloisky to gather that information just to see the status of the Lord. But keep your eye onto Vincent though. He's pushing the minion waves on top, clearing it. And who knows, he might again try to take out the backline.
Yeah, but it's like a Hydra Nightmare spawn already destroyed, but he will just pop one right back up. Lord at half.
Okay, 50% of health left for the Lord. Anytime soon, GeekFam might execute this, but Loisky, he does have the implosion, he does have the flicker though. So homeboys, they have to be extra careful. They cannot group up together. If not, it would be a big mistake. But without grouping up together, who will Beloyski target now? Imal? Nope.
Oh, they get the reset.
It's pretty big.
Oh, man. Oh, that was so good for homeboys because the lane was pushing down on that long side. So Geek Fam needed to send someone down there to rectify that situation. But homeboys were just standing there a little bit too low. Oh man, Lord gets a half health reset. It's conceal play from Mao.
Okay, they will go in for it. Udil on the other side though, and looks like they can start off because the barrier is just right behind him, and Aima will secure that Lord. Homeboys gets it, unchallenged by GeekFam. They managed to open up that space, and now it's time for them to back up. But Loisky, wait a second! Oh no, they saw the implosion, and this is time for Homeboys to push it back! No implosion! No Beloyski! This is it! They could potentially end this round!
Kadera's the only one left alive. Can he defend? There was a huge Yen 3 blood pact over the side of Geek Fam. Trapping 4. It's just immediate decimation. Kadera, nothing can do.
Kadera? No! Godlike! Wipe out! And it is Homeboys, ladies and gentlemen! The new rebranded lineup with 3 new players doing it against Geek Fam Indonesia.
Everyone counted them out, but they're like, no, I don't conform to whatever you're saying. I'm gonna write my own history. They take down Geek Fam.